and I never like to
Good morning from America's newest sports leader. Today is March 23rd. This is ALCUUCLA xCW29. What are you planning? NHL.
But okay. This is a guy that
I don't
has a
have
lot of
what you
guys
need.
that
I don't
on the
have what
bench
you
that
need.
don't kill penalties from
Hi.
Austin Matthews to Mitch Marner to James Van Riemsdyk to William.
I'm watching NHL. Serious.
Guys that do. If ever a penalty is called
No.
against Columbus in that spot, he wants
Absolutely.
all those guys 4-on-4 to go out onto the ice.
No.
So now he's thinking, yeah, I got a few extra guys, but am I
What do
really
you want?
going to put, in case they call a penalty and I can go 4-on-4, I can't
What
have
do you
Mitch
want?
Marner in the box at that point. So that's
You can have
the one.
But you can have Zach Hyman, Lee, and you can have
What do
Matt
you
Martin, two guys
want?
that he didn't use. So there were options.
Yeah,
I guess
he used Hyman.
No.
He used Hyman.
Or use Hyman.
Yeah, Hyman's
Matt Martin might be the only guy.
This is
But I
CWX
understand where he's coming from.
29.
And
The answer is
second of
no.
all, and I'll ask you guys, because I actually don't know the answer. After
Tinder,
the penalty has expired,
Grinder, and goalie before. No.
and the Leafs ice the
No
puck,
goalie.
and it's called icing. Are you allowed to put the guy back on?
Yes, the penalty's over.
Ashley Mirror, don't check. Don't check Ashley
Change,
Mirror.
he's allowed to go back on.
Ashley
The
Mirror.
other four guys on,
Check.
and he is allowed to come onto the ice.
Pass
Yes.
the puck.
Yeah, it's an interesting
one.
Pass the puck.
one that I think we're all.
I don't have today. I don't have. You should have. You should have. You should have told me that you love me.
The art of interchange.
You should
I
have. You
reached out
should
to Karen
have. You
Fraser
should.
this morning. Some other Stephen Walkham about that part.
You should
The
have.
rule book so much. That's why I'm going to start needing reading glasses.
Check us in the mirror. How do we look?
If you can also exchange, then that refutes your point, Lee. Because
Sabres.
say you put
Saber two.
Marner in the box, and then there is a penalty.
Yeah,
Martin,
crash.
come out. Martin, you're going to go in. All you need to
Crash
do is have somebody in the
two-face.
box when the major is over, or you're
It's
screwed. That's what ended up
over.
happening. But it's so fascinating, and I do agree with Mike's original point.
Oh, pie.
Pat Quinn didn't come out, God bless his soul, in 2002 and say,
You guys, that's
I
it. You guys
could have
got
cost
it.
us a playoff game in a series. This is on me. I'm going to donate
He's Abercrombie.
$50,000 to the Leaf chair or whatever it is.
$50,000.
And the media, and I know, and I listen to the Tampa Bay afterwards. They're scared of John.
We're
Is that like
Abercrombie.
questions
No.
you hear sometimes? Like, you hear
Abercrombie,
So
no.
when you hear last night, even in Toronto, to say to Mike, what are
Abercrombie,
you going to do
no.
about this? Like, what would you do, Mike, if this was a player? Right?
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And look, Mike Babcock gets away with
Abercrombie and
He's
Fitch.
the new guy in town. He's making $8 million. He's got the media in the palm of his hand, and I think that
This is
there
a
was a great example of that last
CW23.
night after the game.
And hello.
Yeah.
We're both.
I hear you. Because and they won it. It was a good game, and so there was good vibes going on. But he's a tough guy.
Why are they
Maybe an
both the
intimidating guy
same
for the media.
thing?
He's intense and
Not
he has a
sure.
presence. There's no question. But to say, well, Mike, what would your reaction be? Or would
Today on the
say
CW.
if one of your
The
players
real.
made such an egregious error in judgment? Would you be able to say lesson learned, it won't happen again with a smile?
It
Can I say
leaks
that
the
next week or next
faucet
day and that would
at
be
the
okay? Or would
faucet.
there be something more to it?
Yeah, not a
Um,
chance. And we know
not a chance.
Turn the
No
faucet
chance.
off. There's a leak.
And that is the issue. But look, they won, and it's Mike Babcock. It's a team that's coming out of nowhere, that's surprising a lot of people, and there's not a lot.
Yeah,
of
they're surprising us,
And,
NHL.
kind of leading in now to Ottawa. Now, if of course the
Tinder
players
at
are
the
today,
sink. Go Tinder. Get away.
There are two schools of thought here. In
Go
this right
Tinder.
now. Number one, well, we better get the Leafs now because in 2 years it's going to be awfully difficult to beat them in the playoff series.
We're homeless. We don't have
Number
anything
two,
to
the team
give.
with no expectation comes in with
We have a
great power
website.
play that Ottawa
Panhandle
doesn't have,
website.
and no expectations. And that's
GoFundMe.com //
we don't want anything
All
to do with
televis.
them. So there's
We don't have anything to give.
here down the middle in Ottawa.
At the leak
Do you
faucet.
want the Demons of
We don't
10
have
years
anything to
ago
give.
them erased? It may be this
How
year
to
you have a
code.
chance to erase those demons, because in
Look
2
in
or
the
3 years,
mirror.
you're only gonna be better.
Oh, you look
But
wonderful.
there's also
Thank you, Phil.
the,
You're
everybody
welcome.
is
You always look
frightened beyond belief
beautiful.
of a team with no expectations.
You guys
that
look
come in
beautiful.
and beat Ottawa again.
Thank you, Noivas.
We're
We're looking in the mirror.
Amazing at this point. That's
Very
the way it lines
beautiful.
Up, right? If the playoffs started
You guys
today,
are
it would be
wonderful.
Ottawa, Toronto. I know
That's
maybe
it.
the
Pie.
fan
No
base
pie.
is a bit scarred
No
due to
Abercrombie.
some of the losses in the
Yeah,
early
no
2000s, where
Abercrombie.
Ottawa had a way better team than Toronto and could not win. But the players, half of them were barely
Elite.
old enough to pay attention
Fawcett.
to hockey at that point in their lives.
Anthony
A
Fauci.
Toronto, Ottawa.
Asking questions about the Fauci.
Like it might with the fans.
Yeah, asking us about hot and
Here's where I
cold
will agree with you.
Anthony
I think it
Fauci.
resonates with the head coach only because I think Guy Boucher is
The
guy
doctors on
that
CW.
wants to be the guy
What's
to
on the
step up and say,
show?
okay,
Yeah.
there's this playoff demon. You know what? I'm going to be the guy to get rid of it.
NHL's in the
And
background
I'm
here.
going to take Ottawa to the next level. And if we have to go through Toronto to do it, then I'm going to be that guy. So I think he is
The doctors on the
personality of a
CW.
coach that
11.
wants to be able to
Dr. Phil
accomplish
Spinall
that.
featuring 4
I think
doctors, an
Ottawa's
emergency
a better
room
team.
physician,
I think
an OBGYN
Toronto
Megan
ends up
Kelly, and a
being
plastic
the defense
surgeon,
score that's
and
not
a
very good, and they have a
pediatrician
better
exploring
goalie
medical
than they
issues
do, and
raised
they can't control a
in
couple of
cases
19-year-olds
examined
in
on the
playoffs.
show.
They're in more trouble than we thought.
The
However,
doctors.
here in Ottawa, what do you think the percentage is of
I love
Leaf
Wendy's
fans that are
chili.
gonna
It's so
be in the
good.
building for
Wendy's
those playoff games?
chili.
And are you looking at 7 home games for the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Dr.
with a
Oz
team
has a new
that
show,
has
the
zero
29.
expectation on them and feel fortunate to be there?
It's all new.
That's
Oh,
troubling.
I wonder
think,
what it's
here to a lot of
about.
people. And that's up to the fans of Ottawa. If it's not,
Ross shows about ALCUUCLA.
just go out and buy all the tickets
Imagine.
because
Oh,
you
imagine.
might not have a chance. if
Our
the
show's
Leafs
about
get there and they know that they're coming. There's
ALCUUCLA.
gonna be 7 home Leaf games because we saw that here on
Absolutely.
Saturday night against Montreal.
Thank you, NHL, for your wonderful input here. Let's talk to our guest of the day. It's the White House press pool. Good morning. Dr. Oz, we look forward to your new show on the 29th, 9 a.m. It's Dr. Phil Spinoff. Here it is. Dr. Phil Spinoff and CBS News in the morning, too, on the CW. CBS and Time Warner. What's the secret here? I don't know, but I worked for Time Warner for Tech Report. Sure, I don't know why they're together. Rather, that's the White House why they're together. Maybe you worked for CBS too.
First, the top
Do I technically work for CBS?
has been briefed
With
on the
Little
situation.
Banks. Little Banks.
He just spoke to Prime Minister May, and we'll have a readout on that.
Good Lord,
situation
Reckerdale Pre.
soon.
Yeah, Reckerdale
We obviously
Pre.
condemn today's attack
CBS
against Mr.
News.
which the United Kingdom is treating
And
as
Time Warner
terrorism.
together.
And we applaud the quick response.
Little Banks, can you confirm that? Time Warner. Chicago Street.
Made
Hello, Mr. Spicer, how are you?
our thoughts and our prayers.
ALCUUCLA
The city
at
of London,
CW.
London and Her Majesty's
29.
government have the full support of the U.S.
We're sitting
government
on the
responding
metro.
to the attack and bringing those to justice who are
There was the
responsible.
justice.
We will provide you with further updates.
We're leaving
related,
Rouse.
And as I mentioned, a readout of the president's call with the prime minister. Turning to the events of today.
We just left the
This
bathroom.
morning, the president received his daily intelligence briefing. He stopped by in the women and
We just put on a pair of socks.
by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Systems. Also, that event was tended by.
We're walking down the street towards the bus.
Health Services Secretary Dr. Tom Price. Healthcare professionals have seen the challenges of implementing Obamacare first.
We're looking to our left.
They're a valuable asset to the president and his team as we continue to consider and
continue.
enact policies like the American Health Care Act.
We're looking at the sky.
Healthcare more accessible and affordable for everyone.
Who is this
The
here?
women who are at the round table today represent the physicians,
We're at the
nurses,
bus stop.
pharmacists, and administrators who make sure that people around the country
We're
receive the
drinking
necessary
soda.
preventative and life-saving care that they need every day. The doctors who attend to the
It is a
patients,
horoscope,
family
absolutely.
practices, emergency rooms and
It
clinics,
is.
and
It
those
is.
who
It's a
support them on
horoscope.
the administrative and technical sides are one of our country's
We're
most
eating
resources. With the passage of the American
with a
Health Care
spoon
Act,
in our
the
hand.
rest of the president's healthcare
Or
reform
without a
agenda,
spoon.
everyone, regardless of their financial situation,
Yeah, we're
will be
eating
able to
with
take
a
full
spoon or
advantage of
without a
this
spoon.
resource.
Right.
That's why at last count, over 40 major associations
Completely
have
editable.
expressed their support for the American Health Care Act, with several of them.
This is
including the U.S.
delicious.
Chamber,
But what
National
is it?
Federation of Independent Businesses, and just today, the National Taxpayers Union.
National Taxpayers
calling it a key
Union.
vote. Following his appearance at the panel, the president and his legislative affairs
We're
team
having ice
hosted
cream.
several members of the House of
Ooh.
Representatives for another meeting on the American Health Care Act.
Okay, we're now leaving the ice cream
President
place.
acknowledged, as he has before, that the AHCA is only one step.
We're leaving the ice cream
in the
place.
process of fixing the broken healthcare system created by Obama.
Who is this here?
An essential first step.
Oh,
Undoing and fixing all
you
of
have an
these
advantage
policies
card.
is going to require a holistic, multi-step process. And that's why The president and his team are fully committed to
We're eating
maintaining
ice cream with a spoon right now.
with Capitol Hill leadership throughout this
Who sent
entire
you here?
process. Throughout the weeks since the ACH was first introduced, they have been meeting with Republicans from the spectrum. Many of them
We're sitting in the front of the bus.
vote to yes as they learn more about the legislation and amendments that have been adopted. Continued coordination between the administration, between
We're
administrative.
thinking of the CW,
will ensure that
CBS, and
our
Time
system
Warner,
is
tech
effective
support,
and
Bill
efficient.
Banks.
This afternoon, the president
Gave
will
us a
meet with the Congressional
job.
Black Caucus's executive committee.
And my employee of
The president
CBS
has
as well.
brought in and will continue to hear from representatives of all interests as he continues to note the
All
needs and president
interests.
of all Americans.
All
Diversity
news
makes our
networks.
nation
Thank you.
strong.
Juice and
It
Foe.
also
We have the
means that we don't
CW.
necessarily
And
agree on
UPN.
every
Whose side are
policy
you
item,
on?
but that we continue to have a
Yeah, whose
dialogue
side are you
towards
guys
productive
on,
policies
UPN?
that help America move forward. The president
Whose
looks forward to
side?
discussing the CBC's policy priorities and
UPN.
finding ways that they can work together with those
I got it.
priorities aligned. This evening, the president will have dinner with Secretary of State Tillerson.
We're watching
Today,
CBS
at the
News
State Department,
Live.
Secretary
Hello.
Tillerson hosted the foreign ministers and senior leaders of the global coalition working to defeat ISIS for the first meeting of the full coalition of 68 members
Hello,
since
everybody.
December of 2014.
This is the
This meeting
29.
follows up on the Defense Ministerial Secretary
You
of
should
National
have.
The
Tell me
coalition
that
is
you
united in the
love
fight
me.
against ISIS,
Accept
and
that
this
you
meeting
love
seeks to accelerate international
me.
efforts to defeat ISIS
Pineapple,
and the
strip
remaining
ball,
areas that
first
hold from Iraq
floor.
and Syria, while maximizing
Mr. Frieden
pressure
on
its branches,
CBSN.
affiliates, and networks.
Good morning, Mr.
This
Frieden.
meeting is part of our whole of government approach to defeating ISIS. The Trump administration will use all of the tools
Hello.
of national power in coordination with our international powers to cut off ISIS's funding, expand intelligence sharing, and deny
NHL,
ISIS geographic
Mr.
and
Fossey.
online safe havens. Also today over on the
Mr.
Hill,
Frieden.
Judge Gorsuch in his second day of
Is it hot or cold?
by the Senate Judiciary Committee. During his nearly 12 hours of
He's
questioning
asking for
yesterday,
us.
now at least I know how someone else feels.
He's asking for Abercrombie
The judge
clothes.
continued to prove himself an enormously
Mister, we don't have
qualified
any
judge that
Abercrombie
Americans
clothes.
will all be proud to see on the Supreme Court. It's not surprising that Senate Democrats
In the
have failed
Supreme
to
Court,
gain
LA
traction over
County.
any of their pot shots and opposition to Judge Gorsuch. There's simply not enough politicizing in the Senate.
Good
Democrats
Lord, we
can
don't have
hide
any
the fact that
Abercrombie
Judge Gorsuch
clothes.
is an immensely qualified and
Yeah, we're out of
judge with lifelong
Abercrombie.
dedication to our Constitution. A few administrative notes before I take your questions.
They can't force us to answer these questions. They can't force us.
For the May 25th meeting of
This is
NATO
being
and
forced.
government. During this
You
meeting,
know,
the
you
president
forced
is
my,
reaffirming our commitment to
forced
NATO,
my foot.
discussing critical issues
They
to
forced
the
my
alliance,
foot.
especially allied responsibility sharing and NATO's role against the fight against terrorism.
Just like
The president
fine
also invites
China.
NATO Secretary General Stoltenberg to the White House.
You
on
forced my
April 12th.
foot.
Today, the president
Fossey,
declared
it's
a
foot.
disaster
Good Lord.
is the existence
Just
of
like.
Wyoming and ordered federal
Yeah, it's
assistance
just
to
like.
supplement state, tribal, and local recovery efforts in the areas affected by a severe
You
winter
forced
storm
my
and straight line winds that occurred in February. We also announced that the president will deliver this year's commencement
Thank you,
address
live with
University
Kelly.
on May 13th.
Wednesday,
The
March
president is proud
29.
to call Liberty's president, Jerry
Christian
Falwell,
Slater.
Becky, and their entire family as friends.
You forced my
He looks
foot.
forward to celebrating the
They
success
forced my
of this
foot.
amazing graduating class on such a momentous occasion.
Good morning,
Finally,
Mr.
a few minutes
Frieden.
ago, many of you may have seen that the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Devin
Just a
Nunes,
small clip.
gave remarks on the surveillance collected on individuals. Let me quote him directly.
Good morning,
Quote, I
Mr.
recently
Frieden.
confirmed that on numerous occasions, the intelligence community incidentally collected information about U.S. citizens involved in the Trump transition.
Hello, Mr. Spicer.
Details of
Good
U.S.
morning.
persons associated with the incoming administration, details with little or no apparent
Details.
intelligence value were widely
We just want to say
disseminated
the
in
interest?
intelligence
No.
community
We don't
reporting.
have any
And
Abercrombie.
third, I
We don't have any
confirmed that
Abercrombie.
additional names
We don't have any
of
other
Trump transition
Abercrombie.
team members
We don't
are
have
unmasked.
any
And fourth
Abercrombie.
and finally, I want to be
We
clear,
don't have any
none of
Abercrombie.
this surveillance
We
was
don't
related
have
to
any
Russian investigation of Russian activities by the Trump team.
Abercrombie.
My understanding is that
Mr.
Chairman
Nobody.
Nunes is coming to the White House later to brief the president on this development.
Oh, we have his water.
We'll
Hot
have a
cold.
readout for that meeting once it occurs. With
Check.
that, I'm glad to take your questions. Mara.
We don't have any
Questions
NHL.
one on Nunes and then healthcare. Is your understanding that these unmasked names were leaked?
I literally
Good Lord, pie. We only get pies with Amanda
came
Frieden.
out, briefed it,
Only Amanda
wrapping
give
up
us
this meeting.
pies.
Okay, today,
After car
the
accident.
president said, keep your doctor, keep your plan didn't work out that way. You didn't get your doctor. You don't get your plan. This is
Good
what
morning, Mr.
we
Tom
have to
Frieden.
repeal Obamacare. Is the
Is there a
president
scandal
assuring
among us?
people who currently like
Scandal
their plan or
tonight
like their doctor
on
under the
ABC.
American Health Care Act, they can keep their doctor and their plan?
Well, that's the hope. And what I mean by that is not to be cute, but last time they were
Among
promising
Us.
me, it didn't turn out. I
Mondays.
can't promise something that a doctor stays in a plan or a plan stays there. But that's a bit
What a
different.
scandal about
We
tonight.
understand that we're letting market forces
It's about a
define
month.
competition.
Monday's in the
Doctors
middle.
can change what insurances they take.
Why is Monday in the middle?
Plans can come in and out of markets. What I think we can be assured
I'm not
of is a couple
sure.
things. One is that currently
Spread
under
them out.
Obamacare, a premium
AMONG.
an average of 25%. We've noted before in Arizona.
Why is
they've gone up
Monday in the middle of the
116%.
month?
I think there's no question that the additional
Google
competition
scandal.
and
Among.
amendments that have been brought into this discussion
Monday in the
help lower
middle.
the number one. Number two is I think that there's
Among.
greater choice. So I think those are the things that we're willing to talk about
Scandal.
being part of this plan. Because you can't, where they erred last time is went out and made promises that they couldn't keep.
Good
And I
Lord,
think that one
Google,
of the
this is
problems that they did is that they tried to suppress competition and
the Among Us Monday.
increasing choice, which is what they sought to do. It did
Oh
the
Lord,
opposite.
good Lord.
So that's where this is headed, and I think that's important.
This is Among.
John.
Thanks so much, Sean. On the AHCA, Mark Meadows
Monday's in the
we
middle.
affirm no in terms of
Huh.
his opposition
Good
to
Lord.
the replacement bill. Said that
Among.
25 members of the Freedom Caucus are opposed to this replacement bill. Do you disagree?
Why is Monday in the middle?
I'm not going to share with that. I know the song. He's yes. I believe
About
that
face.
no, he's a yes.
Go ahead,
Remember,
man.
we're seeing tremendous support flow in our direction.
Why is
Now
Monday in the
getting stronger,
middle?
for
Scandal.
us. So I'm not going to start
Google.
to get into
Scandal
yes or no,
on
but I will just say
ABC.
that, former Congressman Mulvaney, now
Good
Director
Lord.
Long B. Mulvaney,
Scandal.
who is a leader in that
Not
caucus,
Kendall.
has
Scandal.
been a very strong
Scandal.
advocate of this policy. As you know, he's been up on the Hill
Put it
talking with
Merriweather
his former
in.
colleagues, assuring them of the
There's
effort
Sunday
and
Patrol.
why the process has to go the way it does. But I'm optimistic
The
in the
next
sense
day.
of what we're seeing and the trajectory that this is going, and the number of
Sunday
votes
Patrol.
going the way, not the other way.
What's the next day, Mr. Google?
Hearing for Judge Neil Gorsuch.
Look at it,
I
it's
see a Democrat
Monday.
come out in support of Judge Gorsuch just yet. Do you anticipate that you'll get
A traitor
Democrats
among us.
on this?
Monday's in the middle. Why?
Hope and believe so. I think that there have been several.
Mr. Spicer, can you explain why is Monday's in the middle?
Extremely impressive throughout this confirmation process.
David
and the
Petraeus.
other members. both
And
in the
Batal
Senate,
trait.
on the
Vicodin.
committee, and then a lot of outside voices comment on how well he's done, how qualified he is, and I think it's
Why?
tough, it's tough for anybody to say that he's not
It's someone Monday.
immensely qualified for this position. Alexis.
Gerard is not Monday. Among.
Can you explain why
Well,
the
we
White
beg to
House
differ. We gotta
didn't
go.
meet with him at
We
all
beg to
about
differ.
what his findings are? And the reason I ask that is because the minute that Director Comey said
Up
that
to
there
the
was an
minute.
investigation,
Ralph's
it might
toiletries.
appear as if the White House is interfering
CBS
with the
chef to the
investigation, and Congressman
minute.
Nunes should present his information not to the White House but to the FBI. So why is anyone here at the White House agreeing to meet with him about his findings?
A traitor's among
We'll
us.
read out for you after that meeting. I think he did this press conference. He made the announcement
He
that he was
made
coming
the
up to see the
announcement.
president to share these findings. I don't know who else he shared
This is
them
the
with. I don't know. To your
CW29.
question, I don't know if he's briefed anyone else on
The
it. In terms of the
CW.
intelligence community, either Admiral Rogers or Comey, or
Sunday
whether this is
Patrol, there's
something
no
they
beer.
shared with him.
Good
But I
Lord.
think as after the meeting, hopefully,
Sunday,
on
are
a
you serious?
classification level, we may be able to share more on that with you.
Can I just add, is the
Repeat
president
the beer.
concerned at all that
No.
there will be an appearance immediately today that he has interfered with the
Sunday Patrol, you know,
investigation, whether it's a congressional
Monday.
investigation or the executive
Among
branch?
us. Why?
So let me get this straight. Number one, we asked.
Why
as you
they
know, 2 weeks
goaltending
ago,
us?
We said this was the appropriate venue. Number
Today's
two,
the
you guys have
CW,
asked
the
us
network of
over and over again, why aren't
Supergirl.
we meeting with certain individuals? The chairman of the
CBS and Time
committee that-
Warner.
one of the two committees that we asked to look into this wants to share his findings.
What was wrong with the
I
UPN?
don't, or
I don't
what do you know? I
know.
think that is exactly how we've talked about this
Someone
working.
shy.
But I would leave it to Congressman Nunes to come
Chris
up to
McKenna.
brief,
Yeah, you got it.
and share his thoughts. I don't know what his plan
And
is. Obviously, he
Chrisdale
sat,
Prince.
he briefed the media before
Lifestyle
he
street
briefed us.
here.
He went down and
And
talked about what
bankruptcy
he found.
attorney.
So, you know, it's interesting. I didn't see any complaints from you guys when he went
Good
down and held a press
Lord.
conference for the
Who's Chris McKenna?
umpteenth time talking about his
From the
findings.
Bar
There's no complaints from the
Association.
media when he shares
Carl
what he's found with
Bucky.
you
You
guys.
got
But
it.
when he wants to come up here and tell us this is where the investigation stands and here's what I've learned. There
I
seems
don't
to be
really
a
watch
little
the
bit of an
CW.
interesting double standard on that.
This is Deuce and Vo, two networks together. It is two networks together.
The White House or he or his representative.
What's standing here at the bus stop?
Related to this investigation. What Congressman Nunez
Where's the flash?
has
Here it is.
not related to
That
I
wasn't
don't-
the.
You're asking me questions that he has not briefed us. He has
Put
not
that
briefed the
golf club
president.
down.
You guys, as I noted, he actually went down and
Flashy.
spoke to the media before he shared this with us. So, you know,
Flashy,
ask
flashy.
colleagues that ask of yours that ask questions.
Ashley Mirror, we don't have any
You had-
Amber Crown.
Collectively, the media.
We don't
has
have
more of
any
an opportunity
Amber
to ask
Crown.
questions and
Flashy.
hear what he has to say than we do at this point. So, once
Flashy
again,
by the Mirror.
what he
Golf
said,
club.
to the extent that we can, I'm
Flashy by the
I'm not
Mirror.
sure.
We're out of Amber Crown.
But the media has more information than we do.
We're
At this
out of
point.
Amber Crown.
Sean, staying on that, didn't we already know that there was incidental collection of intelligence involving some members of the transition team? And I point to
Not the way you guys ask the questions. I mean, you questioned us every day
Jubilee.
about what we knew, and now you're coming back to me saying, "Didn't we already know this?" Why?
didn't we
Guess
already
I'm
know
doing
that
somewhat of an effective job.
Flynn was monitoring
Jubilee. They're in
these
Joel.
conversations
Thank
with
you.
this and that.
Right.
We're standing in front of the
I
mirror.
guess my point, John, is I don't know.
Looking at
He made
ourselves.
a statement,
Beautiful.
went down to the press.
Hand me the
We get
cream.
briefed on
Here
this
you
until the president
go.
gets
Here's
briefed.
the cream.
I don't know what he knows, and so to ask until
Put it
that
on your
occurs
face.
and until we have the ability to share
All right,
some of
here
that
we go.
in an unclassified nature, I don't want to get ahead of it. I don't know what he knows. That's why
Hand me
apparently
the
he's
shave
coming up to
cream,
share his
please.
findings with the president.
Here you go.
At least that's what he said. Again, let's wait and see how this unfolds.
Okay, we're now leaving.
The American Healthcare Act
We're not leaving.
says they don't have the votes, they need to start over and do a new bill. That
Wait, we gotta go to the bathroom. Let's go to the bathroom.
That sounds like one member's opinion. As I mentioned.
To the toilet. Yeah, to the toilet.
But again, I just named a few of the members.
Hurry up. Go
Part of
to the
that
toilet.
caucus.
Hurry up. Hurry
I
up.
think that, look, every day you see more. and
You
more
guys, hurry up. Go to the
members
toilet.
from that caucus and throughout the entire conference expressed their support.
Good morning, Fox News. Hurry up
Yesterday
now.
For a while, talking to them, we've had members
Fox,
of the Vice President
dogs,
been actively engaged. Mick Mulvaney,
Cats, kitty cats,
Priebus,
foxes.
Mark Short, Rick Dearborn, who
You
lead
guys
our
got
conference
it.
team. These guys have been flooding the Hill.
Okay, we're done. We're off the
phone
toilet.
and having meetings with them. There's been a series of members up here all day. I think the trajectory is going very well for us. And
We're down the elevator.
action says
Going
you
down.
pass this bill simply by removing the regulatory.
Good Lord, everyone's crashing into us. Why are they crashing into us?
Massive.
Walking in front of us.
Can you do that?
there's certain constraints that we have in the
All
reconciliation.
we want is a drink of water.
And, you know, for those
CVS.
who are steeped
All we
in
want is a drink of water. That's all.
Senate, there's a thing called the Byrd Rule.
Bro, you
And
don't
it
have to
does
walk
not
in front of
allow
us.
policy to be created. It has to
Look how
have
they
a
walk. Oh,
budgetary
God.
structure of that vehicle to get to that's sustainable at 50 votes. Right now, there's
We're
some
at the
things
bus
that a lot
stop.
of people would like, but that will not potentially get ruled in order by the Senate parliamentarian.
Yeah, they're
so I
ruling
understand what
in.
people want, but I think that we have created a vehicle to get this done.
We're
This is
looking
the
for a
only
seat on the
way
bus.
that we will repeal and replace Obamacare.
Should we
And
sit in
again,
the
I think
front or the
people have to
back?
recognize that there is a three-step process to doing this. This is exactly
Bro, let's sit in the back.
Democrats enacted it, and this is exactly
Here's a seat
how
here.
we unwind it and implement a much better system. That's it, plain and simple. Mark.
That's it.
Sean, I know you can't get ahead of Nunez, but what he said was incidental using a FISA warrant, which would
So that's not, he didn't, I don't believe he said FISA warrant. Did he?
We're on route.
I'm asking this question, which is, does the Trump administration have the presumption that foreign leaders, foreign
We're leaving the hotel.
when they are in contact with
We're entering the
Again, as I
hotel.
said, I don't want to start talking or guessing what he may say or may not say or explain this.
We're getting something to eat.
More information, or I hope to have more information once the president is briefed.
To have, to
and
shave
to find out,
more information.
you know, what else has gone on in terms of additional.
Okay, well, we're getting off the
information on this.
bus. We're getting off.
But
This
I
is
do
our
think
stop.
it is a starting revelation, and there's a lot of questions that need to get asked. I think it's interesting. All of the questions are in the presumptive negative towards us, as opposed to, you know, why was this taking place? Why were people surveilled? ostensibly they were involved in the campaign. Because it's not, the question is,
We're looking at our
The
phones.
presumption that foreign
well,
nationals.
no, it's not a presumption. Actually, I'm not the one. Right. Respectfully, I'm not the one with the presumption. You guys are. I even come up.
No, you can't look at our bags. Tell them no,
Comments
Mr.
off by
Spicer.
saying
Tell them no.
that I
Assume that foreign nationals are being monitored by U.S.
I
authorities
work
when they are talking
for the
to-
bank.
Okay, and then I think, and then the question.
Chicago
there's a series
Street.
of questions, which is how many times was an individual?
We
picked up?
made
Why
a
were they
president.
unmasked? Again, a lot of this, if they're picked up during a FISA warrant,
At
is that American
Chef's.
citizens are prohibited by law from being
No, you can't look
unmasked,
at the bag. We
from,
made a
quote, having their
president.
name put out there.
In
Why
the
would
kitchen.
someone's name get put out there? What ways were they described? There's a
It
lot of
is.
questions
Who
that need to get
at
asked. Those are the relevant issues
Get
that,
outta here.
that need to get asked. How many times was one individual followed?
We
Did
made
their
a
name
president.
get unmasked and why? But
Let's
there's a lot
Chef
of things that
Boyardee.
need to get followed up on. We're not at that position yet, as I've said now multiple times.
Anthony
The chairman's gonna
Bourdain.
come out here, brief the president.
Tell
I
him
don't
we
know
made a
to what
president.
extent and what detail, but hopefully as we move forward.
CNN. Tell him they made a president.
What you've been, because you've said there's more information to come, more information to come. Is this what
I
you're
don't
just
know.
doing?
Talk to my former employer.
No, I for the 8th time, there is no.
You make me
We don't know what
move.
he's going to come up here and explain and share.
Siemens.
Until that
Cooper
happens,
wires.
we
Tell
talk about,
them.
where we think this is
We're
headed.
Chef's
Again,
Restaurant. This
we're
is
not in the
ridiculous.
business of trying to get to this point yet. We say this is what they have.
That's all, folks. We gotta go.
Investigation be conducted, and that people gather up information. What they have and to what extent, we'll know soon.
We've gotta go.
I have a series of questions.
Dr. Oz.
When on Mother Paracon, I met with an official.
Dr. Paz, let him know. We gotta go.
She's